Right. So we all aware of certain famous inventors of specific equations. Okay. But what about mathematics as a concept? Most of these equations has been credited to people like Pythagoras, people like Newton, and so on and so forth. But what about mathematics as a concept? When you try to look for the invention of mathematics, all you get across is that math itself dates back to early prehistoric times. And what does this specific statement mean? It therefore means that there is no proof of its origin. But it's quite interesting because there is nothing under the sun that does not have origin. Every single discipline or thing on this planet Earth do have a root or an origin. Look, Africans did pioneer the basic arithmetic. Yes, whether we like it or not, that is the truth. And we will see why that is the truth. Basic arithmetic was pioneered by Africans about 25,000 years ago. There's a tool in Ishango region of Zaire, the place that is currently known as Congo, near a lake called, yes, near Lake Edward. And this tool is called the Ishango bone. The Ishango bone has notches carved into them. And originally, they were thought to have been in existence for only 8,000 years. And that particular research or indication of 8,000 years actually underplayed the contribution of the Ishango bone to arithmetic. But God willing, as a result of people's mind being open, okay, every generation keep coming up with kids and with children that have more foresight or have much more open mind than the one before. And because of that, we are getting different answers to some of those questions that were either wrongly answered or were not even answered for whatever reason. So it is the current research that is indicating that actually that Ishango bone has been in existence for more than 25,000 years. Now, what is this Ishango bone? The Ishango bone has three rows of notches. Then we'll look at these three rows of notches, because it is these three rows and notches that actually indicate the very origin and foundation of arithmetic. The first row has three notches that are carved next to the number 6. Then the number 4 notches also carved next to the number 8. Then 10 notches are also carved next to the number 5. Now, if you look at it carefully, the 3 and 6, 4 and 8, 10 and 5 represent the process of doubling, right? It represents the process of doubling. Then when you go to row 2 shows 11 notches carved next to 21, 19 notches carved next to 9, and they represent 10 plus 1, 20 plus 1, 20 minus 1, and 10 minus 1. If you do the subtraction and addition very well, you will see that it gives you either 11, 21, 19, or 9. Now, when you look at the row 3, The row 3 shows 11 notches, 13 notches, 17 notches, and 19 notches. That 11, 13, 17, and 19 are actually the prime numbers between 20 and 10. So sorry, we say the prime numbers between 10 and 20. So why are prime numbers important here? Prime numbers are very important because they are key to arithmetic. They are. They are key to arithmetic. It is even believed that in the olden days, women were making use of this Ishango bone to trace their menstrual cycle. So if women were using this bone to trace their menstrual cycle, it means mathematics was already at play. It is clear here that our ancestors were more mathematically advanced than we actually give them credit today. And if this is true, then could it also be that, and this is the critical question that I'm going to ask, could it also be that the first mathematician was a woman? Or others could argue that maybe men invented the instrument or the tool as a support to their women, just so that they are able to be in the know when they have to go through their menses or their menstrual period. But whatever it is, one thing is clear, and that is mathematics as a discipline, right? Mathematics as a discipline or as a concept